this shit. Well, welcome to What's Next, episode 1.5. Fuck the green screen. Shit, we gonna figure out some more shit. I'm sure Will's Music House will be more than happy to give me some tips and ideas or just some help to get this a little bit more, I don't know, better. But anyways, welcome to What's Next. We're going to be talking about all kinds of shit today, as in the title. We're going to talk NBA, gaming, and I got a little bit of topics. I got a nice little outline set up. So let me get this. All right. All right. So, first topic, I would say this has been pissing off a lot of people. It pisses me off too. But what the hell is AI helping? Like, I feel like we've had AI for a while now, or maybe, I don't know, maybe just my mind is way more fast forward or something, but I feel like we've had AI for a while, and this shit ain't even doing shit. Like, I don't know. Besides helping out with the images, I guess making quality and shaders, whatever, move faster. But to me, I don't know. I'm just curious, like, what's next with AI? Like, we need to figure out, like, how this shit can progress even more. Because at this point, I don't know. I'm able to use ChatGPT, but, like, when you call, like, a customer service or something, it's literally, like, you have to keep going down the line from one bot to one bot to one bot to another bot, or just like from 30 questions and like nothing ever gets like answered, or like you don't even make it to like your destination that you're trying to like get to get the answer. um but yeah, I mean, I wrote that down as a quick topic. I just want to say what's next with AI, because it's like this shit needs to I don't know. I feel like AI could be doing a lot more. I feel like we could be doing a lot more with AI, or at least solving a lot more problems with AI instead of just using it as another shield to then, like, I don't know. What's next with AI? Yeah, bot answering machines. I got a little outline over here. Will's Music House is a topic. I wanted to say shout out Will's Music House. We go live this upcoming Wednesday. I want to say the 27th. I'm not too good with dates, 27th. But yeah, we'll be talking about a lot. Hoping that Nuke Franklin will be there, because that shit that just dropped on Will's Music House, that Nuke Franklin freestyle, fire. Fire. Hey, what up, Lawrence? Appreciate you tuning in. Shout out Will's Music House once again. But now let's get to one of the topics in the title. Call of Duty. What is going on with this shit? I hop on thinking, like, at least Warzone. I get it. Black Ops multiplayer. It's a whole different game. Like, Black Ops multiplayer is a whole different game. It literally is Black Ops, Like, don't get me wrong. I never really played Black Ops. I'm not going to lie. I played more Modern Warfare, to be, just to be honest. To be fair, I think Modern Warfare, at least my opinion, I think Modern Warfare is a little bit better, or at least more polished. I don't know if it's the nostalgic feeling. People always talk about, what is it, from 2019, 2020, like, like nothing will ever compare. But I just feel like the overall gameplay of all this shit is just so clunky now. Like, what up, Josephine? I just feel like the gameplay is just so clunky now. I don't know. I mean, it seems smoother, but when you're watching, like, if you on Black Ops, at least in Warzone, if you're watching the movement, it doesn't even look like real. It just looks like people are like slithering around. I mean, I know people say snake movement, whatever, but like, it just literally doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't look that good to me personally. The camos look fire. Don't get me wrong. Camos, 10 out of 10. Like, we could look at camos all day, but, like, is that it? Like, you're going to be, like, isn't it supposed to be game experience, not just, like, quality? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I feel like people are all just yes men about this new Black Ops shit. Like, that's just me. I feel like a lot of people are yes men about this Black Ops shit. Multiplayer, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10, 6.5 probably. Zombies, 9 out of 10. There's supposed to be a crazy, crazy map dropping. Like, man, I can't wait. That new map with the castle, what is it, 4 swords? Like, that shit's gonna be fucking crazy. Crazy. But the Warzone, to me, on a rating, this new Warzone, I feel like it's like a 6 out of 10 as well. Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, like I said, are being yes men about this shit. Like, they're just, they have to support it. It's like there's other games out there to play. I mean, I'm not saying I have a lot of recommendations. I'm not gonna lie. That's my topic, is one of my topics as well, to talk about, just, is there any other multiplayer games out there, like, besides Call of Duty, really? 2K I thought would have been up there, but that's crazy. 2K I thought would have been up there, but I feel like their gameplay too, like, they dwindled down with their gameplay. Like, man, with 2K, I feel like it's like the latency. I mean, at least when I play like console, like, it's like the latency, the fucking delay. I have like a delayed input with my controller even when it's fucking connected. But I don't know. We'll save that for another one. I don't really want to talk too much about 2K. We're talking about Call of Duty, Black Ops 6. To me, I've been wanting to rant on about this. I think it's pretty mid, So I know a lot of people are just all hype, and it's like, what, over Nuketown? Like, literally, like, what the fuck? Like, just to keep replaying Nuketown? Isn't there supposed to be excitement for other things, other modes, like, I'm ready for fucking Prop Hunt. Like, I got that shit marked. I could have swore it said like the 27th, which is, it might be the same day we go live on Will's Music House, this Wednesday. But I don't know. Call of Duty usually does their updates, I think, on the Thursdays. But to me, we'll see, man. Prop Hunt, can't wait. I think Prop Hunt will definitely bring a lot of people in. I feel like this shit's just slowing down. I feel like, I don't know, they're maybe running out of content ideas or something, instead of just wanting to keep improving this shit, like improving what has worked. People are going to play the game regardless. We know that. But it's also like, Game Pass was available, like, what if Game Pass didn't do, their little collab, like, with Call of Duty type shit? Like, who knows? Who knows what would have happened? I mean, there's people out there saying best COD ever. I feel like that's debatable. Obviously, 2019, I would say, is the best COD ever. MW2 wasn't bad. MW3 was pretty good, I feel like. MW3 was pretty well-rounded. But I don't know. I just don't know about this Black Ops. Like, it's just something about it. It just seems dull. Maybe it's the colors. Like, maybe it's the way, like, that they're doing, like, their coloring now or something. But this shit just seems dull. Like, I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, and we could talk about, like, mid-game nerfs. Like, that shit. I've been seeing that come to the light finally, because me and the one homie, Hawsey, aka Landfuse, we had that issue, like, in MW2 at least. We were running ranked heavy and, like, even just multiplayer, and we would get nerfed. Like, the same gun that you were putting up 20 the game before is not hitting the same the next game, and you got like 6. It's like, okay, what's going on? Like, I've been seeing some clips now where, like, people are shooting at literally at somebody, and, like, there's just no hit registry. Like, it's becoming very blatant now. It's crazy. Like, I just don't get how there's always the same exact issues, but then it's like, boom, a new developer or whatever, they pass that shit on. Like, I don't know. Call of Duty needs to figure some shit out. Drop Prop Hunt. I don't know what the fuck happened with that. Like, Rebirth. I don't know what the fuck happened with that. Now this shit looks dull. Like, this shit looks gray. Like, I don't even know what to say. This shit looks like gray and like black to me, like most of the time. I'm a little colorblind, but it's not that bad. I promise you, it's not that fucking bad. It's like, what other multiplayers are there out there though? You know, like what other multiplayers are out there? I think that Resident Evil needs to drop Outbreak, and that way everybody could. Outbreak was one of the like I think only Resident Evil multiplayer like actual games compared to I think RE2 remastered. They had like a little mode where you could play with people, but Resident Evil Outbreak was just so fire because it's literally a multiplayer storyline. So like you're going through the game with your people, in Resident Evil. Um, and there wasn't like any extra like wild ass fucking zombies like there are, in some of the newer ones. But it was just so dope because there's different characters, there's different specials, um, and then you could actually change characters at least like with the NPC ones. So I always thought that that was dope. Resident Evil, please, please, y'all need to drop Resident Evil Outbreak. That shit is goated. Like, and then they had the most epic intro ever. So like, if you've never seen Resident Evil Outbreak, or like if you don't know what I'm talking about, YouTube that shit. Resident Evil Outbreak had one of the most goated intros ever. Like, fucking movie. So Resident Evil Outbreak, please, Capcom, whoever's doing Resident Evil, y'all need to drop that shit. It's like, what's next in gaming? Like, like what the fuck is next in gaming? We got all this AI shit that, who knows? Like, we need the AI to create a game. If anything, shit, somebody needs to like enter in all like the fucking classic storylines and all like the little niches from the best games and put in like an AI and see like what game it can create, because that's the kind of shit that we need for real. What's next in gaming? That's all I got. So, with that being said, NBA, Pistons. Man. Pistons. Shout out the Pistons, bro. Turned it around. I haven't even pulled up the standings yet. Let me pull up these standings. What's up with these standings? NBA stats. Standings. Obviously, Cavs are number one in the whole fucking league. Shout out the Cavs. Playing the best basketball ever, and it's low-key, it's beautiful basketball. Like, just the way that they're moving, the way that they're communicating, the ball movement, all of it, from top to bottom, pause, like, Cavs are just clicking. Like, it's crazy. I've actually been to a few Cavs games. I went to the Lakers-Cavs game earlier this year when Bronny scored his first. Did he? I think he scored his first basket that game. Dude, the Cavs put up like 40. What was it? They put up like 40 fucking points in the first quarter. Like, and the Lakers ain't no joke this year either. Like, shit. Anybody that watched the NBA, like, Lakers ain't no joke. I thought it was gonna be a test game, but like, fucking Cavs blew them dudes out by third quarter. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so let's see what's going on with the league. Cavs number one. Boston and Golden State tied. Well, no, it's Boston number two. Golden State, OKC, and the Rockets tied for 3. But this is just overall league. I'm not looking at no conference. Overall league. This shit's crazy. Shout out the Cavs, like. And then, like I said, we go conference. We got Pistons moved down. They got 7 wins already. Pistons are tied basically for 6th. There's a whole bunch of teams tied for 6th. Charlotte? I thought Charlotte was better. What the fuck? I thought Charlotte was better. There's a lot of people tied with 7 wins. I don't know how Miami Heat is in 5th place with 6 wins. That's crazy to me because there's other teams with 7 wins. You know, I don't know. But the West is still stacked. Somehow Denver's at 6th. We got Houston. We got Golden State. We got Golden State, OKC, and Houston tied right now for the West. That is crazy. Who would have thought? Who would have thought Golden State would still be up there? Like, with their roster? I mean, it's all, don't get me wrong, they got potential, but, like, who the fuck is, like, who's scoring? Like, is Buddy Hield really doing it like that? Is Buddy Hield really doing it like that? Shit. Kuminga's balling. Kuminga's been balling. Jackson Davis, like Draymond, like Curry's only putting up 22. Like, I think they wanted to say that he could be an MVP run. I don't know. This shit's crazy. Like, how the fuck are the Warriors doing this and Curry's only averaging 22? Like, god damn. Warriors. Wow. That's just crazy to me. OKC, that's tough. They did just lose Chet. OKC did just lose Chet. So, I think he'll be back, but it won't be till, like, towards the playoffs. So, that shit. Who else? See, Shea averaging 28, but you got Jalen Williams. That's probably why he's about to get MVP or most improved. This dude's putting up 21, 6, and 5. Jalen Williams for the Thunder. Shout out. Shout out. Holmgren, damn, that's tough, man. They lose 16 points, 8.5 rebounds. 4, oh, that's 2 blocks. Hardenstein averaging almost 4 blocks. Damn, okay, Hardenstein. Shit. Thunder going crazy. Shout out Houston though, bro. Houston them boys. Houston them boys. Cause it's like, damn, Sengun putting up 18 and 11. Shout out Sengun, bro. 18 and 11. See, with Houston, I'm surprised that they're still where they're at because I feel like they don't have, like, a solid point guard yet. Van Fleet's cool. I mean, I guess he's not averaging many turnovers as a point guard. But he's only averaging 6 assists. Like, even Sengun's only averaging 5 assists, barely. It's like they don't have a lot of assists. Nobody's really putting up assists. I mean, maybe defensively, I guess, like, they're able to hold it down, but that's crazy. Like, the Rockets it has to be defense, because Tari Eason's been on a fucking tear. Like, Tari Eason's been on a fucking tear on defense. Like, definitely, he might be up there at least most improved or defensive player of the year, but, yeah, because the other dude, we'll talk about, fuck it. We might as well talk about, if it lets me get to my outline. MVP. Who, MVP? I don't know. At this point, it's literally going to be Jokic again. Like, MVP is more than likely going to end up with Jokic. He's averaging basically a triple-double. Let me see if I can pull up stats. He's averaging a triple-double. He's a defensive leader? Oh, no, I was about to say, bro. I was about to say, if Jokic was a defensive player. He's leading all offensive categories. Rebounds, almost points. He's averaging 30. This dude's averaging 30? Holy fuck. He's averaging 30, 14, and 11. 56% from the field. Like, holy fuck. Averaging 11 assists. It's looking like maybe an MVP year for Jokic. But I would say it could be more of an MVP year for him if Denver ends up higher. Right now they're struggling. I feel like Denver. Um, they need Murray to figure it out. He's doing okay, trying to mesh with the team, but it's tough because they got Strawther out there balling now. Braun doing his thing. Russ is starting to come into his shell. Um, yeah, Denver is not a team to ever like leave out of the picture. Like Denver is never a team to leave out the picture. I'm thinking Jokic MVP. There's nobody close right now. Um, I want to say Luka. I love, I'm a big Luka fan, but he's not doing the numbers fucking Jokic is putting up. And then defensively too, Jokic has been going crazy. Dude, Jokic is putting up like 2 threes a game now too. Like crazy. Like crazy. Who would have fucking thought? Like rookie of the year? At this point it's McCain. I know people don't want to talk about him that much, but he is balling. Like all around balling, and he's making it look fun. Pause. Like he's making the game look fun, and unfortunately, unfortunately, Philly might not even get close to the playoffs. Like Philly literally might not even make it near the playoffs. You got Paul George, went out. Unfortunate. I don't know. Maybe it was his shoes. Maybe it was his shoes all along. As fire as they are, maybe it was the PGs. I don't know. And then you got Embiid out there flopping at the free throw line. Like, how does that even happen? Like, there might really be something wrong with Embiid. Like, there really might be something wrong with Embiid. Defensive Player of the Year, I thought would be a lock with Wemby, but they got Mobley number 2. I don't know. I fuck with the Cavs. I'm from Cleveland, but I thought it'd be Davis as like the second runner up, or even like Dyson Daniels. But I get it. Dyson Daniels is young. I think he's like 2 years in. But Wemby is, I would say, a lock defensive player of the year. I don't see nobody else taking that throne unless I guess Dyson Daniels start averaging like 5 steals a game. He's already averaging 3. Put that in perspective. But DPOY, Wemby. I don't see nobody else comparing. Most improved player, I guess at this point it seems like it's gonna go with most improved player. It's gonna be Jalen Williams, I think, for OKC. He's the number 1. I want to hear this beat. Let's put this beat on. Most improved. I mean, there was him, or no, I think it's Peyton Pritchard. I think Peyton Pritchard is actually the number 1 for most improved right now, like the favorite for most improved. I don't know. I haven't really seen too many people improving. I mean, yeah, most improves, whatever. But they're trying to say, what is it? This dude Silva, or is it Silva? I don't know. Whatever the dude's name is trying to put together a 16-team fucking tournament instead of NBA playoffs. 2 thumbs down. 2 thumbs down. Because then that's college, bro. Like, that shit's college. Like, nobody needs that shit, bro. Keep the playoffs. Keep these series going. If they want to talk about viewership, they need to stop these streaming wars. NBA should have the rights to all their fucking shit, and then they sell it to whoever if they want to. Stop all this distributing it out to who you need to. all that bullshit. There's all this streaming wars. It's what's fucking all this shit up, bro. Like, I can't even watch the Cavs most of the time. I have to go, find the stream and watch the Cavs when I live 20 minutes away from the fucking arena. Like, what the fuck? And I can't even watch it on local TV half the time because that shit fucks up. They need to stop streaming wars. I need to be able to watch whatever game when I want to, especially on League Pass, because it's like, what the fuck is the point of it then? Like, what the fuck is the point of League Pass if I can't just log on and watch any game in the whole, in the whole league? I'm pretty sure that's how it used to work. I'm pretty sure that's how it used to work until the streaming wars happened with everybody going their separate ways. So NBA viewership, if they want that shit to improve, cut off the streaming wars. Let everybody watch the shit on NBA League Pass. It's that simple. Like, it's really that simple. If I got League Pass, I should be able to just click on any fucking game I want and watch it. That's all. And then I think it does the same thing in Red Zone, but I don't know. I don't watch NFL like that. Next draft, the next draft class. Cooper, we got Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, who was the one dude? Cohen Carr, I think Cohen Carr. See, I didn't look into this, like this topic too much because I wanted to talk about the other shit. I wanted to talk a little bit more about the other shit. But Cooper, man, I don't know. Ace Bailey's putting up some numbers. He's putting his name up there. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big Cooper fan. Once I witnessed that clip everybody saw, at Team USA, I low-key put some money on Duke to win it all. I just don't see nobody keeping up with him. So far, he really is standing out over everybody. That Arkansas game or Kansas, I want to say Kansas game that they played the other night. He really did put on a showcase for being number one, but Ace Bailey is up there. I'm going to talk a little bit more about some of this shit too on Will's Music House on Wednesday, November 27th, or I think it's the 27th. But yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit more about this, so then I'll have stats and all that shit brought up. But with this draft, it's Cooper and Ace Bailey right now fighting for number one. I'm thinking Cooper takes it, and this dude might end up in OKC, I'm pretty sure. Like, that's the other talks. Cooper and OKC, that would be insane. And then if Chet's healthy then too, crazy. And OKC's already competing like for, championship type shit. So it's like, it's not like they're nothing. Like, it's not like, it's not like OKC's a nothing team. Like, OKC's already competing, and then they still got number one draft or top draft picks for the next 3 years. It's like, that's scary. That's scary. And I want to say Golden State still has some top draft picks for the next 2 to 3 years, like top 10 or whatever first round draft picks. So those are definitely teams to still be on the watch. Know that most of these top picks are going to end up at teams like that, or even the Spurs as well. I'm pretty sure the Spurs might even have some top draft picks too for the next few years. I'm going to do a little bit more research on that topic to talk about on Will's Music House. But yeah, that's just for this draft class. Like, if we go out to 2027, I want to say, that's the junior draft class. That's where we're getting Kyan Anthony, the Boozer Bros, Elijah Arenas, who else? Bryce. I think even Bryce is in that draft class as well. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. I said Kyan Anthony, Boozer Bros, Elijah Arenas, Bryce. Fuck. But regardless, even those names right there, like all those names are still, they could potentially be a top at least 15, I would say. Boozer Bros, I got to see them. We got to, the whole thing is we got to see these people. Oh, AJ DeBansta. I'm pretty sure AJ DeBansta, but he's not a junior, but AJ DeBansta 2 years. But that whole draft class for 2027 will be epic as well. And I'm pretty sure OKC, Golden State, even maybe the Spurs have top draft picks for the next 2 years. So it's like, who are those teams going to get? And then you think about even like the Grizzlies, you know, a team like the Grizzlies, like who will they pick up? I want to say they maybe have some top picks. Um, there's a lot of teams. It's like you got to think now, all the teams that have these up and coming superstars are still going to have top draft picks. So with these up and coming classes that are, I would say, becoming superstar packed, or just even super athletically packed. Pause. Um, it's gonna get crazy. Like the NBA is just gonna get even more and more competitive. These young guys are playing both sides of the ball finally. And then that's where Cooper Flag and even I would say Ace Bailey like set the standard for like the new up and coming, because like they really hustle. Like they really actually like play basketball. It's not just, hey, I'm dropping 30. Hey, you know, like, hey, I'm getting blocks. Like, no, like they're literally diving on the floor. Like that's what separates a lot of these guys too, is they actually, you have to play both sides of the ball in order, you know, like there's no doubt about it. You got Wemby now, you know, like you got players like Wemby, you got the Thompson bros. Somehow Andrew Wiggins able to stay in the league because of that. Drew Holidays, the Marcus Smarts, the Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard is, I would say, a staple now for that kind of gameplay where it's you got to hustle. Like you got to literally play the game of basketball. It's not just, you know, I scored 30, boom, call it, you know, like that's it. Because you're dropping 30, but then what's your guy doing? So that yeah, I would say that that sums it. My question now is what's next for the NBA? And we'll talk a little bit more about that too on Will's Music House. Shout out everybody that tuned in, stopped in. Um, you know, shout out the chat. People were dropping some chats in here. Make sure next time you tune in to drop some comments. We could talk a little bit more about things. Anybody that, you know, wants to question what I'm talking about or, you know, chime in, you know, tune in. Anyways, like, share, subscribe. Hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, all platforms, Nexh, INNEXH. And with that being said, shout out to everybody that tuned in. And what's next? Coming at you live.